YouTube, and I hope this is working as usual. I think it is. How cool is that? Hey, I wanted to show you a lot of what's going on out there and my experiences today, and some of the footage is just amazing from the avalanche danger that's happening right here in the state of Idaho. Have you seen that footage yet of the homes destroyed? Wait till you see the new stuff coming out along sections of the South Fork of the Salmon River. Unbelievable. We'll get to all that in just a bit. Temperatures right now, as the winds finally have diminished some across Ada and Canyon County in the mid-40s. Another chilly night tonight across much of the Treasure Valley. As far as radar goes, we do have a few light showers popping up on radar, and this is going to be the next round of rain that moves on through overnight tonight, throughout the day tomorrow. This coming in with another system that's pressing on in from the northwest. It's going to dive on in and then kick towards the east. Boy, it's just a real kind of a rapid fire weather pattern. They're just lining up one after the other, disturbance after disturbance coming on through. Hey, I wanted to show you this, though, because of the slide danger. I've been talking about it since prior to my fall forecast, where I had the winter weather outlook. My number one concern this winter going into spring was rock slides, mudslides, and now with all that epic snow that wasn't forecast for February, that's adding to the mix of flooding. We've got major flooding going on in some areas of Idaho. We've got also the avalanche danger coming up. But I was up at Bogus Basin today. If you didn't see my post earlier, go watch that. Great footage, great skiing up at Bogus Basin with 4 inches of new snow last night. But check this out here. I'm going to fire it up. Hopefully I get the right one first. This footage here should pop up. There it is. This is yours truly coming down Bogus Basin Road. Look at all the tree damage here. Tons of giant trees because of the wind and heavy snow from this past year just snapping right off. This one in particular coming across the road, they had it cleared out. And then wherever you look in the woods coming down Bogus Basin Road, you see trees. Hundreds, maybe even thousands of branches and trees down across the region. So if you're going into the backcountry, doing any snowshoeing, that sort of thing, to catch the last bit of snow, watch out. It's dangerous. And then check out this slide. This is a little minor mudslide and rock slide right on Bogus Basin Road, that hillside coming down, throwing the debris a little bit into the road. You can see big chunks of rock in there as that slide happened, I guess, over the last 24 hours when we had the rain come on through. You throw in a little wind, it gets a little bit of unstable. The layers of the dirt there, unstable, and they just kind of start to fall on down. And then my next one I wanted to show you is this one. This is the avalanche danger that is up there back across the region. This is up around Stanley, and to this hour right now, the avalanche warnings are still in effect up around Stanley, Sun Valley. This is around Warm Springs Road with that slide coming down, destroying 2 houses. Look at that, the force there, the houses, and then you can see the origins of the slide. This is from the Sawtooth Avalanche Center's post. You can see that slide, 2 of them converging down across that region, that whole hillside giving way as the snow with all the force behind it just takes those trees and turns them into toothpicks. And then all that force presses towards the east, very slowly too. It doesn't come crashing down. It just gradually pushes down. And then this is what I was talking about at the top of the show here. This is the South Fork, or the South Fork of the Salmon River. Look at this slide. This is all from an avalanche that happened and forced a dam, if you will, into the river flow. And you can see how it cut right through the road there, coming down with the water. But look at this next picture. You'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. The actual slide with the, again, tons of debris and the trees coming across the South Fork of the Salmon River. So some tremendous amounts of damage because of these avalanches, and we're not done yet because of the rain coming down on top of all the uneven snow. It just gives way. It just gives way. All right, the flood warnings we've been talking about around the Weiser River up around Cambridge, Council. This is some footage here from Rhonda Gatuski, and this came off, again, the U.S. Forest Service's webpage. and thanks to her. But look at some of the pictures and footage she's taken of the river going over its bank, the Weezer River, and coming on down in towards many areas. So this one basically, they're used to it. As you can see, one of the comments over there to the right, this is the water just backs up in this culvert area with the snow melt this time of the year. So nothing that is unusual. You can see the water coming on down across the roadway here, going down in towards, it looks like one person said it's Gossan Creek Culvert backing up. And then just the snow all melting, getting into yards, roadways, just making a big old mess across the region. So the water is going to continue, obviously, to rise. There is going to be more rain coming on in, and there were a lot of runoffs, if you will, coming down Bogus Basin Road today. And you can see with all this snow melt, the water has nowhere to go. The ground still relatively cool, not totally thawed out, so it's not going to saturate into the ground, so it runs off going into people's yards. Just messy stuff. Messy stuff. Unfortunately, we do not have any drier weather in the forecast down the road. And this is Garden Valley. This is Garden Valley. Check it out. Are you kidding me? This is just amazing. This is from the Garden Valley, GV, Idaho. That's a lot of water, my friends. A lot of water. And more snow in the mountains to melt. So it's not going away anytime soon. As I mentioned, we are going to see a lot of moisture continue to move on through into the northwest. Let me bring up this Goes West satellite picture here and then move back out here. You can see in the Pacific Ocean right there. Let me get my drawing because you love my drawing. There's another storm system here. I mean, the jet stream's kind of deep, if we will, dipping down and then kind of rocking up in this direction and then coming on down in this direction. So this is where our storms are going to originate, from like back in here, and then just going to ride on in and then come on down in towards the northwest. And that's why we're going to see over the next 7 to 10 days, not a deluge, but active weather coming in our direction and more cold air coming in our direction too. So that's going to become a story with the rain coming on through tonight, getting on in here tomorrow, breaking off. Saturday looking good for my friends up at Bogus Basin for their activities Saturday. And see my previous recording. I was up there today skiing, took some great video. It came out really good. I'm really proud. And then you can see back in the middle of the country, the storm that is bringing lots of snow to areas and heavy thunderstorms. You can see the thunderstorms kind of billowing there. And then I was talking to some manager friends who were back out and colleagues. They were in Minneapolis trying to get off the ground, and I think they did. They just barely got out of there in time. I told them, if you don't get out of there because of this storm system that is getting organized, still back down and through here, that is coming right up on this track here. And so this is going to be a large band of heavy snow coming in through much of Minnesota, back on in here to the Dakotas. Just tremendous. And so, 10, 12, 15, 20 inches of snow with higher snow drifts, very, very easily happening in some of those areas where that snow band develops. And then the blowing and the drifting snow as well. So let's go and check out that storm system because we can. And you can see with the radar here, and lots of wind. That's the band I was talking about. So Minneapolis just getting some light bands of snow back up here towards the north. And there's Minneapolis, Minnesota, right in here. That's where my friends were. They did, I think, get off the ground. They should be landing, but this is all moving in their direction. This darker shade of green, the yellows, and then all this convective stuff down through here, all moving to the northeast. So heavy, heavy, heavy snows from back around the Dakotas into Wyoming, into Colorado, going right on up in towards Minnesota and eventually Wisconsin. It will shut things down. If folks did not get out of the Minneapolis airport tonight, this evening, they'll be there to at least Saturday, in my guess, because this storm system is going to slowly move up over the region over the next couple of days, and they're there. There's no way they're getting planes off the ground or having them land on into that region there. So that's kind of what how things are shaping up. This is a forecast model here that you're looking at, the European model. This goes until Friday morning, so you can see right in the middle here is Minnesota and the Dakotas. There's Lake Superior there, Great Lakes, and then we're out in here. And the system that's coming through tonight is going to be down to our south around Phoenix, going on in towards Friday morning. And then as we go into Saturday, that big storm system, watch where it goes, just a little bit towards the east, down up over the Great Lakes. They finally start to get out of it. Then back here, there's a trough of low pressure coming in across the Pacific Northwest. So this is why I said it's going to be pretty active this going into Saturday. This will come in, though, Saturday night and Sunday for Palm Sunday. If you're going off to church Palm Sunday, going to be very wet in the morning. Another cold core system, though, coming on down into the northwest will bring more snow to the mountains. Yeah, more snow. But Bogus Basin's last day is going to be Sunday, so get up there and enjoy all the festivities Saturday and going on in towards Sunday. That system presses towards the east as we go in towards Tuesday morning. One out of here, so Tuesday looks good, but I bet this next one just upstream going in towards Seattle bends to the north. We may get a little break going in towards Wednesday of next week as that ridge of high pressure starts to build in to the northwest. So that's certainly some good news, and hopefully that holds true until, look at that, that's Friday of next week. Not this Friday, this is all the way down the road. Friday, this is the 19th, another powerful storm going in towards Seattle. And let's see how far south that gets. Yeah, we could catch a little piece of that going in towards Saturday the 20th. So there's our long-range forecast. But in the meantime, just the big storm in the middle of the country, and then our light rain showers, which are breaking out even as we speak across portions of the northwest back towards Portland, and then will continue pressing down towards the south and east. So that's it, my friends. That's what I have for you tonight. To be honest, I am exhausted. Watch the footage of the ski footage I posted. It's on my YouTube channel. It's here on Facebook. Epic. I videotaped me in the wind and going down, and I hit this jump, and it was great. Great day. Powder in the middle of April in the Boise Mountains. What a spring, what a winter for skiing conditions. Now, we got to deal with the water and those dangerous slides and rock slides and mud slides. It is not going to take a lot for some of those rocks and mud slides areas to come down across even Warm Springs Road in Boise, let alone out in Stanley where it's been devastated. But I mean, these steep terrain areas, and then my biggest concern has been all along the burned area back over towards Banks and 55. Very concerned about that area. If we get a good, persistent, steady rain, I just don't think that's going to be good. All right, that's the weather show with Vin Crosby. I'm exhausted. I'm going to sleep so hard tonight. It's the minute I hit stop, I'm going to be zonked out, I promise you.